Hi everyone and welcome to the June edition of Price Know-How Snippets. My name is Katherine White. I'm Commercial Director here at Plastribution. With me as always is my Managing Director Mike Boswell and Ian Chisnell, our Polyolefins Product Manager. Format's the same as ever. We just try to give you a really quick snapshot of what's likely to happen on price and availability during the month. And Mike's going to start us off by talking about some of the fundamentals that affect polymer supply and demand. Over to you, Mike.
Thanks, Katherine. Hello, everybody. I'm going to start with the easy one, which is exchange rates this time. So actually, the month of May demonstrated some euro weakness, and we saw the pound improve from 113 to 115 in May. So that was an uptick of about 2 cents per pound. The pound was stable against the dollar, 125, 125. And again, that euro weakness reflected in the euro dollar, with a drop from 110 in April to 109 in May. So that's the easy bit. Oil's slightly more complicated. We still have this backdrop of poor global economy and plenty of oil around. And that was very much the story through most of May. Things changed right at the end. But let me start by just talking about the averages and the min and maxes. So the average oil price in May was $75.61 dollars per barrel, which was a fall from 83.20. The minimum also reflected something very similar. The minimum price in May was 72.14 per barrel in dollars. In April, it was 77.69. And the max, again, a similar sort of scenario. In May, it was 79.31. And in April, it was 87.33. So that was the kind of like the slide that was going on. But right at the end of the month, WTI rose along with Brent crude when Saudi said it would cut an extra $1 million per day of million barrels per day of production, I should say, get that out straight, in July. And that has pushed forward oil prices in the last few days. So on the 31st of May, it was 72.66. And on the 6th, today, it's 77.08. So oil prices have moved. Just going back to the move from April to May, that was a drop of just under £50 per tonne, if you want to take it in pounds per tonne basis. So Ian, over to you. Tell us what that means for polymer prices.
So many thanks, Mike. So in terms of monomers, they broadly reflected the change that we saw overall for oil prices throughout the month of May, which affected and linked into naphtha prices, which fell. So we saw drops in monomer for both C2 ethylene and C3 propylene of €80 a tonne. So C2 is now contract price at €1,160 a tonne, and propylene's at €1,050 a tonne. Early in the month, but what we're seeing is those prices broadly being passed through in terms of polymers. I think initially some of the producers, because they're losing millions every single day with these current low prices, tried to limit the reduction to sort of 50, 60 euros. But I think because we're in a position of oversupply, relatively weak demand, the full monomer reduction has been passed through for most grades. I think there are a few little outliers. PP copolymer, a little bit more supportive. HDPE also a little bit more supported in terms of its supply-demand balance. It's a tiny little bit tighter, but broadly speaking, you can expect to see a minus €80 a tonne reduction on your polymer prices in June. Because of the issues in terms of producers losing money, it doesn't look like we're probably going to be hitting the bottom, if not now, soon. It's getting to the tipping point where the producer's just going to say, look, we can't keep doing this. We're going to have to stop some production, and we're going to have to get the supply demand back in balance. We're going to have to restrict the supply. So I think now that we're seeing prices of these levels, we're at a point where they're going to have to sort of hit the bottom and probably start to rebound within the next sort of couple of months. So as ever, keep talking to us, keep talking to your account manager, and we'll keep you appraised as to what's going on. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Ian. The full price know-how with much more detail on individual materials will be out around the middle of the month. But as Ian said, in the meantime, if you need any more information, please don't hesitate to contact us and we'd be delighted to help you. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you all.
Thank you.